Welcome back, everyone, to more from the Sableyes. I'm here today with Blake. How are we doing, Blake?
I'm doing well, thanks, Mitch.
That is good. We're here to play a bit of a Pokemon card game. We're going to be playing Nuzzle Raichu up against Blacephalon GX. Heads or tails, Blake?
Heads, thank you.
Well, it's gone off the camera, but heads it is.
Heads it is. Me, you wouldn't lie, because if you're going to cheat, you would put yourself in front.
Well, that's true. That is
Story
true.
Story checks out. Alright.
Okay, let's see what we've got. We've got ourselves actually a busted turn here.
Got some decent stuff going on here.
Alright, now, if you're new to the channel, then you might consider subscribing at this point and like and do all that kind of stuff with our videos. We've got some new stuff going on with Facebook and Twitter, so you can go to Sableyes_YT and check that out. Check out our deck profiles for these decks. See if you can catch the mystery 60th card in Blake's deck that we didn't put in the profile, because whoops.
Yeah, I didn't realise until I was counting up the deck that I didn't have enough 60 cards. So yeah, let's see if you can figure it out. Only the most astute of you will be able to figure out what card appears in this deck. So let's go. We'll drop turn.
Go for it.
Alright.
Now,
Cherish Ball?
Cherish Ball. Blacephalon GX, obviously a very, very powerful archetype already, but if you've watched the deck profile video, you'll know some of the cool stuff that Blake has in his arsenal in order to take on some of these newer decks. And I'm playing I'm playing the Nuzzle Raichu deck, which is going to be trying to do 120 every turn, so we'll wait and see if I've actually got the ability to do that, and whether I can take on Blake at his own game here and take some big knockouts.
Yep. We'll welder for 2.
That's a strong start to draw 3 cards, 2 onto the active.
2, 3. Alrighty. And we'll Mysterious Treasure, Way of Fire. We'll get ourselves a little white ball.
Sure thing. Not a bad setup over there.
Yeah, not too bad.
Knowing, of course, that I'm not going to be attacking for damage turn 1, I think Blake would be pretty happy with the way he's set up.
I am, and I'll just pass for turn.
No worries. Well, I'm going to draw. That's a good card to grab. I've got a Lightning Energy, which is good for my Pachirisu. But now I'm going to need to do a little bit of Nuzzle gathering. So this is where I've got a really strong kind of game plan for this particular matchup. I can grab an Emolga with my Emolga, play that down and search again. And then I can actually grab another Emolga with my Emolga and use it again. And then grab Pikachu. So look at that. As simple as you like. I've got a bunch of Pokemon in play. And,
Wowee.
and now I can search, I can use my supporter, not my supporter, my Pokegear in hand to try and find that last Pikachu. I'd really like to keep 2 Pikachu on the bench at all time, but as long as I've got a lot of Pokemon doing a lot of Nuzzle gathering, I should be okay. Let's go for that Pokegear now, see what I can get. 3, 7. Let's take a look here. Actually, don't get anything there. Just got the Pikachu, which I wanted before. It's a little bit disappointing, but hey, it could be worse. I'm just going to retreat and go into the Pachirisu and Snuggly Generator. That'll get 4 energy onto the field of play for us, which would be nice.
Yeah, it's really strong. It's a very good first turn. Pretty much what you could ask for, except for one more Nuzzly boy.
Yeah, well, if I could have got that 1 extra Pikachu, I would have felt a lot better, but that's okay. I'm going to have an energy in the bin here, presuming that you knock out the Pachirisu, and then, yeah, we'll see what happens from there.
Yep, I'll draw for turn. Alright, evolve into Nagano, I'll charge up. And then I'll I will Cynthia.
Sure.
Sort of ummed and ahed over potentially using Dedenne then, but I had a B-string and well, that's pretty much it, but I had a B-string.
You had a B-string, you don't want to get rid of a B-string, that would be...
there's no guarantee I'll get a supporter off of my Dedenne, so, you know, I would rather Cynthia.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Save the Dedenne for maybe my B-string turn.
That's completely reasonable. Now we did, whilst you're playing out your turn here, Blake, we did talk about in the Pachirisu Raichu deck profile video that maybe Professor Elm isn't the best choice here. Maybe we could play Lily instead. And I'll tell you what, when you have a turn like I've had, I actually would have much rather to have had access to Lily. Obviously I didn't get any supporter at all, but Lily would have been really, really strong. Maybe it is worth investing in.
Yeah, well, we'll just have to see after this match fully plays out. Obviously, one turn isn't enough of a sample size, so we'll just have to power through. But I'm mind blown. So it's 60 HP, right? The Pachirisu?
It's 70, but yeah.
Okay, so I do need 2.
It's the 2 energy anyway, so we'll promote the Emolga and we'll get going. And there's a copy of Cynthia. Now, what I'm going to do, I think what I might be doing here, I might actually chuck down the Mimikyu now and attach to that. Then I'm going to use Nuzzle Gathering for the first time. Get a Pikachu down. I'll Nuzzle Gathering again and grab Raichu, because that obviously has Nuzzle as well. Still got access to one more Nuzzle Gathering, but I'm just going to play Cynthia, so that seems fine by me.
Sure thing.
The risk here, like, I'm obviously going to be able to do 100. I might have been able to push my advantage a little bit more if I didn't play down the Mimikyu. Maybe I could have got the Tapu Koko Prism into play, but I'm more than happy to just half hit here. And you never know, maybe I can get lucky, hit an Electro Power or 2 and take a knockout that way.
Yeah, and I suppose Beast Rings aren't really scary to a non-GX deck because it's not like I'm doing much more stuff than I already would have been able to do.
Ooh, that's 1 too many. I only get to draw 6. Alright, well, we've got ourselves a hand for next turn at the very least. What I am going to do is I'm going to use that last Nuzzle generator now to grab myself a Raichu for next turn, since I have that Pikachu down on the bench.
Yep, makes sense.
And then, yeah, I think all that I'm realistically going to be doing is just retreating into the Raichu and then hitting for a reasonably respectable 100 damage.
Alright, 100. Draw for 10. I've got a super awkward hand here.
I like to hear that. That sounds good.
Yeah. Yeah, bet.
Yeah.
And Raichu has 120, doesn't it?
It does. It has 120 HP.
Yeah, I think I might just bench another Blacephalon. I'll attach to this Blacephalon and then I'll burst GX.
Sure thing. So it keeps the Raichu alive. I'm not
Beast up
unhappy.
goes to the bin.
We'll draw for turn. There's the Evolution, which I obviously have access to. We're going to attach an energy to that Raichu. Then we're going to triple Nuzzle Gathering. This is the strength of the deck and why we don't need to worry about any Pokemon search with this particular list. We're just going to grab a Pikachu, a Raichu, and an Emolga just to get those out of the deck, thin them out. And we're going to be, a pretty strong position here because even though you're going to go into the Beast Ring turn, I'm still potentially going to have an opportunity. And what I might do, and I'm sorry here, Blake, I'm going to Volkner. I think what I'm going to have to do is I'm just going to have to search out a reset stamp here, considering you've gone so hard into this play. So I'll play that reset stamp and put you down to 4 prizes.
Sure thing.
It's the,
not particularly unhappy because I had Beast Rings, obviously.
Yep, that's always the way that it is.
But I also just had nothing to do, so I would have just been declaring attacks, and I don't like doing that. I like being able to advance my board state, so reset stamp to 4, not terribly crippling. So you should be fine.
You should be okay. And I'm just going to take the knockout. I'm just going to do 140 damage with 6 energy. 120 damage with 6 energy in play, and take the knockout.
Sure thing. Alright. Promote Blacephalon with the energies, and I'll draw for turn. Alrighty. 2 Beast Rings!
Hey, double Beast Ring. How can you go wrong, mate?
How can you go wrong?
And this is where potentially a Blacephalon, a baby Blacephalon could be big here.
Yeah. could be, but I don't have the Island Charm, so there's no point holding off on it because I can't really, without wasting resources, get into that. So just presume you're just gonna be able to take me out here. But I will play down an Ultra Space and I'll use it. I'll get myself a play ball.
Sure thing. Alright, so this is actually a very interesting game here. This could still go either way. But I feel pretty strong having my board set up, but I'm not doing one-shots. I gotta start taking some one-shots, I think.
I got some charge up to do there, and then I will Mind Blown. And I need 3. So I'll go 1, 2, and 3.
Beautiful. Alright, well let's draw for turn. Now I have a couple of things to play. I just need to make sure that I do them in the right order. We're going to play Tapu Koko Prism and then pop that one Dance of the Ancients to get a couple more energy into play, which is going to be pretty strong. We'll put one... Actually, we should put one on the Raichu over here. I think. Oh, no, we'll put it on the Mimikyu and an Emolga, because I'm about to attack with the Raichu. Just a little bit afraid of potentially getting knocked around a bit, but that's okay. We've got a Pikachu which we can put into play and then attach an energy to that Pikachu. So we've got a lot of stuff going on here. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, which is 160, and then with 1 Electro Power, that's actually going to be a big old knockout on a Blacephalon, which I'm pretty happy about. Now, I don't really have a supporter to play because I've only got Erika's in my hand. So I think I'm just going to retreat into Raichu and we'll just hit for 190, which is a knockout.
It's a knockout.
It's a knockout.
Alright, I'll promote Meganadel and I'll draw for turn. Alright, I will Ultra Space. I'll just grab out another play pile.
Sure thing.
I'll just pop that one into my hand. I'll charge up. And then I will Turning Point for 160.
160. There's no shortage of knockouts in this matchup. There goes another one. Alright, now I think let's do some Nuzzle Gathering. I forgot to do that last turn. Should be thinning some of these Pokemon out of the deck. So we'll grab a Pachirisu, we'll grab a Raichu, and that is all for the moment. We'll evolve the Raichu on the bench. We'll take this Pachirisu to hand, and then we'll chuck a Pikachu down. I'll also attach an energy to that Pikachu, and then I'm going to have to make sure that I play Brock's Grip, because I need to have some Pokemon to attack with soon. So we're going to put 2 Pikachu, 2 Raichu, and a energy and Pachirisu back into the deck. That should be 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll chuck all of those back in because I need to make sure that I'm streaming my attackers. I'm not going to be able to get another one here, which is disappointing. I'm not going to be able to take 2 prizes, here, which is disappointing. I'm going to just have to hit into this Naganadel.
How much are you doing at the moment?
I'm doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'm doing 160, so it's still a knockout.
Yep.
Which we shouldn't complain about, but I do need to make sure that I have access to that Raichu next turn. And yeah, so we're just going to take the knockout. 160.
Sure thing. Right, promote Blacephalon. Draw for turn. Use Ultra Space. Grab out Naganadel GX.
Yep.
Didn't want to give you a turn to get Shrine of Punishment on it, so decided to grab the thing I needed to discard with Ultra Space first so that I could get 1 guaranteed draw with it.
Yeah, fair enough.
Bench. Evolve. I'll bench that. And I drew a Cherish Ball so I can actually just go get something else to discard instead. Gonna be a Blacephalon here. Alrighty, and then Ultra Conversion.
Sure.
3. 1, 2, 3. Void Balls are coming way too late into this game. We will Mysterious Treasure. Baited Blacephalon and just bench that one.
Yep.
And then we will Dedenne, discarding Heat Factory and Beast 3.
Sure thing.
3, 6. Alrighty. So we drew the bare minimum we needed to stay in here with a Beast Energy. And then that's it. We're just gonna have to Mind Blown for 2.
No worries.
Take the knockout.
We'll just promote the Emolga now. I think I might actually just have the game here. I've got a Volkner, so let's play that. And then theoretically, I should be able to get myself a catcher and an energy. So we'll attach an energy. That'll take me to 8 energy in play. We'll great catcher out the Dedenne and then attack for 160.
Yep.
Bang.
Could also grab the Electro Power as well.
Yeah, it could have done the job too, but wow, I was actually really surprised at how easily that's set up.
Yeah, it worked well.
Yeah, it did. Now, if you've already seen our matchup with Pachirisu Raichu up against Malitags, which we released earlier in the week, then that reaction might be a little bit different because I've already played the deck on the channel. Well, here's the thing: we've recorded this one first. A little look behind the curtain, and I did not expect that deck to play as smoothly as it did. Yeah, I'm starting to think that Elm was a bad choice. Like you said before.
I mean, it has every right to be good. It could potentially be better, but I mean, it looks like it just might largely be just going overboard on the search.
Maybe. We'll wait and see. Maybe it was just a really good game. I presume you'd like to go first.
Yeah, I'll be going first. So.
No worries. Getting distracted a little bit off camera there, I presume.
I just got someone from work bugging me about getting some help.
Fair enough.
On my day off, no less.
Oh my goodness gracious me.
How inconsiderate.
How inconsiderate. Alright, well, we've got some basics to play down. Looks like Blake's got some as well. I've actually started Pachirisu again, which is really good. Don't have an Emolga this time though, so...
I got double point ball.
Double point ball. That's a pretty good start as well.
Alright. So, got a Mysterious Treasure. And I'll grab myself yet another point ball. I'll attach Island Challenge Amulet to this bench point ball, and then I will...
Can you attach that? I don't know if you can attach that to a non-GX.
I just don't think it works, right?
Does it? Oh, well, you play on, and I'll take a look. I'll just do a little bit of...
I mean, all that changes is it goes in the discard instead.
Yeah, so that's alright. I'll find out, and you go from there. Island Challenge Amulet. Here we go. You just keep playing out your turn, mate. That's no problem.
Yep, I found my 4th blue ball. Attach.
No, yeah, you can attach it. It just doesn't make... It doesn't do anything until it's a Pokemon GX or EX. Oh god, your board has developed since I last looked at it.
Yeah. And I'll attach here. Your turn.
No worries. A draw for turn. Oh, that's a big get. Gets the Emolga off the top. I've got the energy here for Pachirisu. And let's Nuzzle gathering. We're going to grab ourselves and a Mulga, with which we will grab, hopefully, another Emolga, and then we'll round it out with another Pikachu at the end. Wow, who needs bloody what's its face? There's Cynthia. Elms is out. I wouldn't be surprised if like, I'm obviously going to have to keep the list the same because of the way that the videos are being uploaded, but jeez, no need for Elms when you can just get them all.
Yeah, exactly.
Alright, so Cynthia away here. We can grab ourselves 6 fresh cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's see what we're looking at. Well, looks like a pretty solid hand, actually, but I think I'm just going to hold on to everything for the moment. I don't think there's realistically any reason to play anything of note. We're just going to Snuggly Generator here. We'll just attach an energy to every one of these Pokemon on the bench, get ourselves going.
No worries. Well, I will draw for turn. Alright, cool. I will evolve into the Ganondorf GX.
Sure thing.
I'll attach a Beast-type to this bench Pokeball.
Yes.
And then I will Cynthia.
Sure thing.
It's really annoying. I was holding the Beast Energy, but it's just not the right time for it because I don't want to dedicate it to the active. I want to use my Gyarados to their fullest in this one.
Yeah, fair enough. You gotta make sure that your attackers are trading nicely with mine.
Which is something which I didn't have the
luxury of
ability
last
to,
game.
the luxury of doing, just being able to plot whatever attacker I wanted. So I'm the Gyarados and attachments all I need here. 3, 6. Oh no. We found the attachments, but not the Gyarados. Which is dreadful. Didn't find a single Ultra Beast, which is outrageous.
Yeah, that's no good.
Now I'm just left wondering what I'm going to do here. Because now you can get off a second Snuggly Generator no matter what I do. I could burn and confuse you, which would be annoying, but you'd probably just retreat into your Raichu and half hit me, which is just as bad, I think. I think what I'll do is I'll just attach to the bench Pokeball and Spit Poison. Just put 10 on you.
Bit poison, so I'm poisoned and I've got 10 damage on me?
Yep.
Alright, no worries. Draw for turn. Well, that completely changes the game plan here for me, because I was expecting to have to do something that turn. I'm just going to Nuzzle Gathering a couple of times here. Grab a Raichu, what else? We'll probably grab another second Raichu. That sounds pretty good. And we'll get another Pikachu for later. And then, yeah, I think after I play these bad boys down, I might be happy just to Snuggly Generator, because you've given me a turn, so yeah, Snuggly Generator.
Yeah, I thought you might do that.
Let's play these down. Bloop, bloop. Now, the worst bit is, that's all the energy I have. I should actually attach that one to that one.
Alrighty. And if you take 10 from poison, draw for 10.
Yes.
Alright. Welder.
Yep.
2. 1, 2, 3. Alright, we found an Ultra Beast to discard this time. Cherish Ball first.
Yep.
I'll grab out the second one and put it on the Island Charms one. Alright. And then I will Ultra Conversion.
Sure thing.
Ultra Space.
There we go.
Thank God.
We're doing things again.
Ganondorf. Whoop. We lost one. Yeah. We've retrieved it.
It's all fine.
It's all good on the hood. And then we will attach to Blacephalon.
Yep.
And then we will Turning Point.
Turning Point is a knockout. Bang, there goes Pachirisu. And the game is afoot. Draw for turn. Okay, well, we've got ourselves a decent turn here. We've got some Nuzzle gathering to do, so let's do a couple of those. I'm going to take a look-see as to what I can grab. I think I realistically only really need to grab a Pikachu and a Raichu. I can just kind of sit on this hand. I don't need to use the third Nuzzle gathering just yet.
Yep.
The issue that I'm going to have is that the energy that I have in the field of play at the moment is the energy that I have in total. So I'm going to, like, apart from the one that I have in my hand, to attach to this Pikachu. So we'll just slap that one down. And now let's have a bit of a think, because there's some other stuff I could potentially do here. What I will do is I will replace your stadium with Shrine of Punishment, and I think now's the perfect time to do that.
Thankfully no Mimikyu down.
Yes, no Mimikyu down, so you will at least be able to use your abilities next turn. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, so that's 180 damage I'm doing this turn, which is such a lot. Let's go for, what am I going to do here? Let's just Pokegear, see if I can get something of interest off of this Pokegear. 4, 5, 6, 7. Wasn't anything really important, but I do get myself a Cynthia, so I can potentially play that if I want. I'm not sure, though, if I do want to. One of the things that I can do here is really screw around with the fact that your Turning Point is only doing, what, 80 damage at the moment, isn't it?
Yep.
Whereas I'm doing a pretty hefty, what was it, 180, wasn't I? I got 9 energy in play. So I'm going to play Great Catcher. I'm going to discard that Cynthia that I just picked up. And I think I might also get rid of, as weird as it sounds, I think I might just get rid of a second Cynthia. I will Great Catcher up the Blacephalon, I think.
Yep.
We'll retreat into a Raichu, and then I'll just take a knockout and do 10 damage to the rest of your GXs.
Seems strong. Alright. Draw for turn. Alrighty. Meganodon. B-Start and the second Meganodon. I'll bench Baby Blacephalon.
Sure thing.
I'll attach down here and I'll Cynthia.
Sure.
Actually, I won't attach.
Sure.
I'm going to shuffle.
That's fine.
Alright. Some important turns coming up. So we'll see what we can do. I mentioned earlier that the Beast Energy's time was not yet, and that's because it's Beast Energy's turn this turn. Because with the B-Start, I can get to 120 on the Turning Point, which is key.
Get that sneaky knockout.
Alright, right, so you're on 4, so it's B-String time.
It is B-String time.
Hello, Baby Blacephalon. You have those. Those are for you. Good job. I'll do a second B-String.
I'm very scared of that baby Blacephalon right now. I'm so worried.
And I'll chuck him on the non-GX. Oh, well, it's still a GX, but it's got energy on it now.
Mm-hmm.
It's just traded like a non-GX when taking prizes. I see a lot of people getting that one wrong.
Yeah, exactly. It's a weird interaction. It's still a GX,
my opponent
though,
put an
so...
Island Charm on their GX Pokemon. Can I still use Great Catcher on it? Yes.
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 Alright. I need to find an Ultra Space on this first Ultra conversion here, otherwise I'm not drawing any more cards, because all my Psychics are on the field. I'm going to charge up once here. Just leave that for now. I'll Ultra Conversion, my Master Gunner 1, 2, 3. Found Ultra Space.
Oh, he got it. He got it.
And a Beast Ring.
Is he gonna play it, ladies and gentlemen? What's he doing?
No, I want to thin, but I'm just gonna ditch it with Treasure, and then I'll Ultra Space. Because I need energies to attack with Blacephalon. I'm going to need to use the Blacephalon before the end of the game comes, I believe.
Yeah, at some point you are going to probably need to use one of those attacks.
Alright. Grab a Blacephalon to be eaten. Oh boy. What am I going to do if this doesn't work? Let's not think about that.
Yeah, don't worry about it, man. Just go for it. What's the worst that can happen?
Just get it. Just get it.
Just get it.
Ultra Conversion.
Sure. Says Blank, desperately searching for cards.
The more I look at these, the more I realise they're not the cards I want. I'm so sad.
It's just a sad pain.
It's not even like the end of the game, it's just really frustrating. But I will turning point for 90.
90 damage. Alright, so now the really important thing for me here, I think, is just to avoid that Naganadel, that Blacephalon, baby Blacephalon on the bench. I don't want to be getting caught out by that. It would be horrifically bad, so we're going to do some Nuzzle gathering. I'm going to thin a couple of cards out. We've got an Emolga here we can get rid of. That's actually all. Let's get that out. Yeah, no, I don't want to get caught out by that non-GX Blacephalon, because if you do get that attack off, you're going to be able to remove 4 energy from my board, which is no good. So,
I suppose not to think about that.
Yeah, no. So I need to realistically use something like Great Catcher this turn to discard an Emolga, and let's see. I'm not sure. I think a Raichu is probably the best thing. Now the question is, how much do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So let's bring out the Naganadel on the bench, please. That drawing one. And we'll just attach another energy to do 200. And that will be a knockout with the shrine damage. So yeah, we'll just attack 200 damage.
Yep, that is bothersome. Alright. Promote baby Blacephalon, because it still does 4 damage counters, which is enough. So I'll charge up to Naganadel. And then I will manually attach to this Naganadel.
Sure thing.
And then I will use Depth Bomb to put 3 on the active, and let's see, what do I do?
Got 1 damage counter left to
I'll
place.
put 1 on the Raichu with 1 energy.
This one here?
Yeah.
Sure thing. Alright, draw for turn. Wait a hot minute. 1, 2, 3, look at this. Okay, we could potentially pull off a turn here, but I don't know if I realistically want to. I think all that I really need to do is just play Brock's Grit here, because all of the Pokemon that I shuffle in, I'll be able to re-grab at some stage. I'll make sure that I get both energy, and I think that, well, to be fair, the 6th one doesn't really matter. And then, before shuffling them in, I'm just going to grab Raichu, Pikachu, and Raichu off of the 3 Nuzzle gatherings.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll shuffle all of those cards back into the deck. Now I at least have access to some energy for later. But I don't know if there's going to be a later, realistically. I think that I'm in a reasonably strong position. We'll play down a Pikachu. And then, yeah, we're just going to retreat into that Raichu that you put the damage counter on and attack into this Blacephalon for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 18, 180 damage.
No worries. I don't think I can do anything about this. I just can't strip enough energy off your board. Draw for turn. And there's... yeah, it's really tough.
Because even in the perfect situation here, you remove 2, but I still have access to all of my Electro Powers in my deck. I've got attackers coming out the wazoo. I'm in a pretty unassailable position, realistically.
Oh, Heat Factory.
Sure.
And we'll world it for 1 on Dedenne.
Yep. Really is the last one. Oh my goodness.
That's just this set in a nutshell, there.
I think you're absolutely right.
Because now I can't even take a knockout on the active, so that'll just do it.
Yeah, so all I do is just return and take the knockout. Wow. I'm not sure what to think after that.
Yeah, Great Catcher's a spectacularly useless card in that matchup, so...
yeah, they'd be pretty dead, wouldn't they? But yeah, no, definitely worth considering this Raichu deck. I thought that it was going to be okay. I didn't realize that it was going to be so good in this particular situation. Obviously, playing against Blacephalon, the numbers are a little bit easier to hit, so it's not necessarily a super fair reflection of how the deck works, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I knew there was going to be an uphill battle. I knew there was going to be an uphill battle if your deck actually worked, because Blacephalon famously struggles with Nama, so I knew this would be rough. But yeah, it's just the power of those Great Catchers to skip my baby Blacephalon, which was rough. I just couldn't get down. I just couldn't get into a position where I could use that effectively. And of course, missing that Beast Energy on those key moments, and that Ganadel on the first turn. I just stumbled too many times throughout that game where your deck just flowed better and just took it.
Yeah, so, I mean, it could very easily have been a different matchup if you'd been able to find that Beast Energy, but hey, definitely shows off that Raichu as a pretty solid attacker, especially in matchups such as this one. Thanks Blake, for coming along and, I would say playing Pokemon cards, but we didn't really play there, we just kind of sat there and smacked for 30 minutes.
Yeah, we just declared the appropriate attack each turn, back to back, without fail, so... yeah,
so I guess that's a positive if you're looking for positives. Thanks for coming along, and thanks everyone for watching. If you like the content, consider subscribing by clicking the Sableye in the middle of the screen. On the left-hand side are some videos that YouTube thinks you'll like, and on the right we have our Cosmic Eclipse playlist. For more of these type of matchups, follow us on Facebook and Twitter at @thesableyes_YT, and we'll see you all next time for more from the Sableyes. Bye.
Bye.